And this is where we are spending our money, in a store that is pushing an agenda that is antichrist, that goes against God, and it is trying to defile and take our children. To see what is being sold in Target for our children, okay? So they have a whole pride collection, not just for adults, but now it's being offered to children. Being proud, a pride outfit for a newborn baby.
A woman, you can identify as a woman. I don't know why there is such an issue.
Anyone can, right?
I don't see a problem with it.
Just literally put their hand up and say, I'm a woman. Okay, why can't I identify as a black lesbian?
Well, firstly, I mean, it was...
I'm serious. If I can identify as anything without any need to prove I'm actually what that is, why can't I on International Women's Day say, I'm Piers Morgan, I'm a black lesbian?
We're seeing right now that adults are getting behind this narrative so that they can have a woke t-shirt on and say, I love my children. I allow my child to pick their gender and pick their species. And they feel proud of themselves because they can go and they can say this on Facebook that they're a wonderful, accepting and loving adults, when in reality, they are underqualified to have children. They should have their children taken away from them because it's child abuse.
I go on Twitter and I see a lot of people talking about wokeness. That word woke. The liberals tend to make everything about, oh, I'm offended. Oh, I'm offended. You don't want to have sex with me, so you're transphobic. So if you don't have sex with me, you're going to be transphobic. So you need to have sex with me so you won't be transphobic. You don't like Beyonce?
I mean, she cool, but I don't fuck with her like that.
You don't like Beyonce?
You're transphobic.
I really like Kelly.
It does not matter that you like Kelly. She doesn't count.
You're transphobic!
Girls can wear jeans and cut their hair short, wear shirts and boots, because it's okay to be a boy. But for a boy to look like a girl is degrading. Because you think that being a girl is degrading. But secretly, I'd love to know what it's like. Wouldn't you?
Greetings, salutations, everybody. It is me, the one and only Foxxjazell. If this is your first time coming to this channel, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That one right there. Yes, that one right there. And also turn on those notifications so you can be informed when I put up a new video or go live. However rare that's gonna be. It's been a long time coming, people. Everything that I've been saying throughout the years, it's all coming to light. Almost everything I've been saying. And I'm not the one to brag. I'm really not. But I have predicted this. So this climate that we're in right now, this anti-trans backlash climate that we're in right now, I've been predicting this and I've been warning people. Like I said, I'm not trying to brag, but hey, I got the receipts. Women should be able to have penises and things of that nature. And that's delusional as fuck. It really is. Because let me tell you something. Biology, chemistry, all those things, there is just a certain respect that you have to give biology and nature. The thing that people need to realize is that whether you like it or not, but the overwhelming majority of the world is heterosexual and cisgender. Okay, that being said, you may feel a certain way, you may want to be expressed a certain way, but that does not mean that everyone else is going to feel the way that you feel. Now, I think the biggest thing about the LGBT community is that this is a very interesting time because, like, we're so about equality, about like, oh, be yourself, you know, come as you are. But then we try to police other people, specifically the trans community, when it comes to how people address us, what type of pronouns they use. And let's just be honest, you know, respect and everything is cool, but that's not how the world works. And from that standpoint, I can honestly really say that that's where the problem comes in. But the fact of the matter is that you can call yourself whatever, a tree, a woman, a dog, you know, whatever. But see, the problem comes in is when people, you know, no matter how many stats you put up or scientific studies that show that, you know, people are born this way, most people do not care enough to even go into it because they're going off of what they see, they're going off of what they've been taught. I'm gonna really have this discussion, and I advise that you guys go ahead, get you something to drink, get you something to eat, because this is gonna be a very lengthy conversation, one of those good old, you know, kitchen table talks, you know what I'm saying? I'm having some alkaline water along with some some flavor, I should say. Some Island Punch, lemon berry. I'm a new age girl. I like my water with a little flavor. And that's just the way I like to have it. So, we're gonna have a sober-ish conversation. There is no way in hell that Leah Thompson should be allowed to compete against women. To compete against women, you already had like a 19-year advantage by being a male. This is just getting so ridiculous.
Here in the States with Leah Thomas last year. Leah Thomas had big hands, big cardiovascular system. It was just totally unfair and it had to stop.
Now keep that same energy, Caitlin, because you receiving Woman of the Year in 2015 from Glamour magazine was definitely unfair for someone that lived their life as a woman less than a year and accomplishing nothing besides, you know, a subpar reality series on E! Not to mention being completely tone deaf to the needs of your own transgender community by supporting Donald Trump at the time for president. And while coming out of the closet as a trans woman was courageous and living your life less than a year as a trans woman, it certainly doesn't warrant a Woman of the Year award. So surrendering it would be fair, if you ask me. But hey, that's typical Hollywood nepotism at its best. That's not even fair. And I don't care what anyone says. Another thing that really is annoying, merely existing in the trans community and having a difference of opinion, you are deemed transphobic or having internalized transphobia. That has always annoyed me so much because of the fact that, no, I don't have internalized transphobia if I think that, you know, this is unfair, or if I don't agree with what you're saying and you think that I should agree with you because you're trans. No. Because there's a lot of layers to unravel there, and there's a lot of delusion that's going on too, okay? Now, the first thing that I really want to say is that as far as people saying that it's grooming their children, I noticed the radical right is really coming for Target, you know, like
here in Texas, and I want you guys to see what is being sold in Target for our children, okay? So they have a whole Pride collection, not just for adults, but now it's being offered to children who don't even have a right to even stand for what is right. They're already pushing the agenda to our babies. They have this being proud, a pride outfit for a newborn baby. I just want y'all to see this. It's for kids. I want y'all to see what's going on. They got music. They got albums. They got albums for our children to listen to that talks about girls, liking girls, and closer, let's have a kiwi. This is for kids. It's for children. This ain't for adults. It's for children. And this is where we are spending our money, in a store that is pushing an agenda that is antichrist, that goes against God, and it is trying to defile and take our children. Listen, this enemy is after our seed, and if we don't become vocal, and if we don't stand against this, they are going to destroy our seed. They're going to destroy the legacy of holiness and of righteousness and what God intended in the beginning of the earth for a man and a woman to produce children and for them to produce the same thing. Marriage is honorable, and it should be between a man.
No one put a gun to your head and said that you have to buy those products from Target. No one put a gun to your head and says that you have to drink Bud Light or else. They're in the business of making money. They could care less if you are proud, if you are this or that. They're in the business of making money. Corporations know how to basically play the game. As a child, we watched the Jetsons, the Flintstones, heterosexual relationships, a heterosexual family, okay? Most people are gonna see where I'm going with this, okay? Is that grooming? No, it's not grooming. It's just basically a cartoon with a family. What I want people to understand here is that when you insert Pride Month, LGBT, and if a child sees two gay people together, two lesbians together, a trans woman and a man together, we exist and that we coexist in the same spaces and in the same ways that you coexist with your family. But everyone is so quick to sexualize the whole LGBTQ. I want people to look at this and normalize this, just as you would normalize a heterosexual family. That's all we're asking, is to exist and to be normalized, because it is the normal. And to have to associate everything that is LGBTQ related to being a pedophile or being sexual in nature is deliberate. It's hurtful. And a lot of religious people do this deliberately when they know exactly the agenda that they're pushing. The anti-trans LGBT agenda that they're pushing is very dangerous. The Simpsons, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, those are heterosexual cartoons with heterosexual couples, and children watch that. Is that grooming? Them doing? No, because it's just so of the norm. There's a big difference between grooming and showing people diversity and showing people. Now let's keep it a stack and a buck. If heterosexual conservatives want to talk about grooming,
You know about how Boosie badass.
Sis, not today.
Black TV favorite. How he like to get his teenage boys. Then they get sucked up by some stripper girl or something, and they wasn't even 13.
Straight activist, Boosie badass.
Let them know about Boosie's parenting skills and how he gets down.
For one, sis, I have to agree with you. Now, all these religious activists keep the same energy as you see how zealous rapper Boosie Badass grooms his teenage boys.
Out here. I'm training them boys right. Ask any of my nephew. Ask my son. Yeah. They were 12, 13. They got hit. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Yeah, I got my son fixed up. You right. Yes, a grown woman. Grown, super grown. Super grown. Check their ass out. Checked all my nephews out. Super grown. Is she grown? She checked me out. I know what the she did to them.
I think that we really need to further examine where this grooming is coming from.
Are we okay?
These are my thoughts on this. This is where I wanted to leave this, and this is how I wanted to end this and give you my logical thoughts on this backlash. I think that instead of concentrating on, oh, it's getting so worse, we should look at the benefits of this and understand that this too shall pass. Yes, there's a lot of benefits from this. There's a lot of privilege that we still get from this. And if you are a person from a marginalized community, you should be able to recognize where those privileges stand within your community. I'm not going to give it to you. You have to figure that out on your own. I'm gonna be out because I gotta go to work. And leave your comments, leave your shares and all that stuff like that in the comment section. Subscribe and hey, if guinea pigs and rabbits can get along together in the same coexisting dimension, I know that we can get along with the right and conservatives. So, as I like to say, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Oh, damn, my bad. That's actually RuPaul, that's not me. Okay, live for you and live freely. Subscribe, comment, like, share. Foxxjazell Problematic. Y'all know what it is.